couldn't quite pull the trigger. Don't see him getting into unnecessary nonsense around anywhere. Opportunity for Edmo Chirambadare. Nice little pullback as well to John McCartney. And Magesi score. 5 minutes in. And the home side have struck early. It's a big blow early on for Kaizer Chiefs. And Twari can't believe it. And I can't imagine Msimango and Dortley will be too pleased either. It's a great start.
Someone pull up the clip of the goal they scored against Orlando Pirates. Almost similar. Because they're snipers. They're so sharp in the box. In the same way they were sharp when they played Orlando Pirates, coincidentally wearing the black and white jersey. And they get to do that. You would think Chiefs, they had the numbers to defend this. You would think they'll be much more organized. They had the time to get themselves organized. Look at the numbers in the box for Chiefs. You're counting about 5 players beaten by 1 player that gets up, and they couldn't get it right. They should be asking questions about their defensive duties, which they had to do. The marking as well. It starts on the left-hand side. Where there's Bradley Cross, it starts with the likes of Kim and Msimango organizing and knowing what to do in situations like that.
Cross. 10 minutes in stoppage time away from half-time in Polokwane, and then are we going to see some sort of reorganization from Amakosi? Once again, Frosler applying himself beautifully. Blom. Mobo with a shot that was blocked. Opportunity to attack one more time. It's a really good attack too from Chirambadare. It needed some defending from Amakosi. And eventually Msimango managed to get there. Magesi are very solid in the midfield, and they do leave spaces available for Reeve Frosler and for Bradley Cross. But they seem to be able to cope with that threat rather nicely to the home side. We're only a minute away now from half-time. To Bulu Blom once again. This is Shabalala. Exchange of passes halfway inside the half of Magesi. Building blocks to what they would hope be an equaliser. Not much time to be able to orchestrate that, and that's a really good ball. But more than that, it's a tremendous first touch from Frosler. I'm raving about Frosler. I think he's really playing quite well. Vilakazi. Disruption caused by Kakora. But it's all defence now until half-time, one feels. And again, the ball will reach Frosler. 20 seconds away from half-time. Shabalala. Use of marks. This is Shabalala. The shot! And the parry! Knocked away by Msava. That was really a good stop by Chipizeze.
Leading. We're talking 37 minutes into this game.
And it's taken Magesi 37 minutes to earn their first corner. It only took them 6 minutes to earn their first goal, which is probably more important.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Corner by Kakora. Love and the defensive situation.
Economical defensively. Opportunist in terms of grabbing that one goal, and no.
Big smile on the face of the Zimbabwean. He's having a good time, isn't he?
Well, he's a commanding figure. He's more like, when you can't defend, leave it to me. I'll do something. And so far, as the last line of defense, doing well.
Frosler one more time before half-time. Chipizeze says, "I corner." And that is half-time in Polokwane. And a half that I think Magesi will be particularly proud of. Both on the attack, which we saw very little of the second half, has been rather beneficial for Magesi. They might not have scored anything as they had done during the first half, the opening 6 minutes, but they haven't given anything away either. But more of an angle to deal with, and Twari had to be called into action. That's successive corners for the home company. Are we going to see, what sort of ignition are we going to see from Kaizer Chiefs? But they certainly do need to ignite themselves into action. And they've made 2 changes already. Gaston Sereno. Bradley Cross! Wow. Goal written all over it. He knows he should have done better. The fullback.
Firstly, we should talk about the cross to Bradley Cross. It rhymes well, doesn't it? But it doesn't end up that well. Picked out. And all he needed to do, I understand, headed across face of the goal. It's just angling it so perfect that he did not do.
Kaizer Chiefs continue to ask questions, which they have done from the 6th minute when Wonderboy Makubo opened the scoring for the home side. This is going to be a massive boost for Magesi and 7th place on the table, depending on other results. And last we heard, Sundowns were leading 2-0 over City, but there weren't any other goals in the other matches. Forward by Zwane. Still a little bit of a hush around the Peter Mokaba Stadium. It'll erupt into something a little bit more tangible than that if there is a goal that comes from Amakosi. The chance for Shabalala finally threads the eye of the needle past Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs are back in it with 14 minutes and stoppage time to go. A 2-0 scoreline is a dangerous one. Shaba on target for the 2nd time this season after his opening goal of the season against Gallants.
Never about lessons. It's about belief in technique. We'll have a look at it, whether there was a touch of offside or not. But it was well taken. The patience, they had the numbers, Magesi, to defend. But so much ball watching throughout. Look at the numbers they have. No offside.
No offside.
It was so much ball watching. About 5 players that I looked at. And Fundo just sneaked in. He wasn't on a landing curve.
And Magesi had just brought on Buthelezi as a 5th defender.
Yes.
He was standing in the centre of that defence. And still they couldn't contain Shabalala.
His engine is not
warm yet.
Not warm yet.
Chiefs have reduced the deficit by half. And they have a chance to make it. 2-2 off the post.
This is sheer beauty.
Chiefs are turning it on. They've equalised. There's going to be a yellow card for a jersey that's been thrown off. But Chiefs beaten twice within the space of 2 minutes. The Kaizer Chiefs supporters are alive and cooking in Polokwane.
Question is, Lise Kazini na, Ilengatini na, Emo Mading na. Yes, they are saying so, Amakosi. Lise Kazini, we're believing in ourselves because they had to turn it around, Kev. They had to turn it around. Whatever the coach said to them, go out there to Duzi, Shabalala, show them who you are. It is a good response when you look at it, Kev. Look at the move. Oh.
Well, off the post,
off the post. But the finishing, exquisite, so much power in it, good technique. All in the shortest space of time to bounce back. Lise Kazini.